The main objective of twin flame connections is inner healing. It's facing your own truth. It's reawakening to the truth within your soul. It's doing that inner work in order to come into divine union within yourself first, to come to a place of unconditionally loving yourself first, and to prepare yourself for your purpose, for your divine mission on this planet. Oftentimes, we concentrate on what our twin is doing or not doing. We often want to fix them and help them on their journey because they're going through the same thing. But we can't do that. And that often repels the situation or delays union. So we need to bring that energy back into ourselves. We need to do our own inner work, face our own traumas and our own demons, love ourselves fully, and find our purpose and create purpose for ourselves on this planet. We're here for divine mission, and the concept of healing, the concept of twin flames, is to come into union within yourself first and then come into union together and have a joint mission together on this planet. But the more you concentrate on them and the less you concentrate on yourself, the further away it will be. It's so important to remember the inner work that you need to do on your twin flame journey. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. Oftentimes on this journey, we forget that. We forget that it's about us. We can only help our twin if we help ourselves because it's mirrored energy. What we do, they do. Your twin flame is your divine counterpart. They're the other half of your soul. They're the same soul frequency as you. So what you go through, they go through. And we oftentimes we're like, what can I do to help you through it? Because a lot of the time the chaser twin is the one who's already awakened, but so they kind of want to help the unawakened twin, the divine masculine, in my case. And we neglect ourselves. We neglect our own healing. We end up stuck in this stagnancy because we're so fixated on the outcome being union with our twin, whereas the outcome is really divine mission. And that's what it's about. When we actually pursue our mission, when we actually do our inner healing, when we face our demons, when we put that energy back on ourselves, when we heal from within, this will mirror to our twin. This will give them the boost to do their own healing. But oftentimes our healing can actually heal them as well. But we can't heal them in the physical. We can only heal them by healing ourselves. And your twin flame triggers your spiritual awakening. The trigger in you, the awakening to the truth within your soul. And with a spiritual awakening, you go through a lot of purging. You're purging trauma from this life, you're purging trauma from past lives. All those insecurities, that lack of self-worth, that abandonment, that rejection, all of that is stuff that you need to heal. That's your stuff. And that's the thing with the triggers, the twin flame triggers, everything fucking triggers. That's the beauty of triggers, but also the pain in the hole of triggers as well, is literally everything seems to trigger you on your twin flame journey. Absolutely everything. And that's the thing. This is supposed to happen. If you're still being triggered by your twin ghosting or not saying the right thing or not doing the right thing, this is your proof that you still have healing to do. And, I do this all the time myself. First couple of days of ghosting and you're like, yeah, I'm fine. This is grand. I know what's happening. This is a part of all the process. It's just for our healing, separations, preparations. And then day 3 you come and you're like, oh, shit. Then the triggers come in and you're like, what did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? Am I not worth it? Does he not want to choose me? Am I not attractive? All your fucking insecurities, all your abandonment wounds, your rejection wounds, all come to the surface. This is your healing. This is what you need to do. And that's what happens when we, when we actually delay the healing. We're like, oh, I'm fine. We understand the situation. Everything's grand. He needs to do his healing. I'm okay. A few days pass, and there's no communication, and you literally freak out. This is guidance for you to heal. And we need to listen to that. And oftentimes we don't. Oftentimes it's just like, what did I do wrong? And it's all these fucking fear-based energies coming in, and you're like, what do I do? Do I contact him? All this shitty energy comes up. But this is all guidance for your inner healing. This is the main objective of twin flame connections. It's to heal those wounds within yourself first, to love yourself unconditionally first, and to love life unconditionally. And this will attract your twin back to you. As you evolve, as you glow up, as you pursue your divine purpose, that's when your twin will elevate back towards you. And it's not going to happen before that. And I truly believe that mission and union with your twin happens simultaneously. Do you know what I mean? So if you're delaying your life purpose, if you're delaying that mission that you have to pursue, you're actually delaying union. And that's the thing, like, you know, I've been on my purpose path now for nearly 2 years, I'd say. And it was like literally because of my purpose that I met my twin in the physical. Do you know what I mean? So like, it was because I was on my purpose path, on my mission path. I was already doing that healing. I've known since like 2018, 2019 that I was a twin flame. I've been in communication with my twin flame telepathically since then. You know, and in fairness, we were probably always connected, but I didn't know that consciously. But because I did the work, because I was doing that growth, because I was doing that healing, because I found my purpose and was on my purpose path, the universe allowed him to come into my life, literally to my front door. That's how mind-blowing the synchronicities were. But we need to understand that it's not going to happen if you don't do the inner work. This is so important, and we forget this. We neglect ourselves because we're so fixated on the outcome. And this is it. We're fixated on the outcome. We're fixated on physical union because of that insecurity, because of those rejection and abandonment wounds, because we feel unworthy, because we're seeking for that validation outside ourselves. And this is what we need to change. We cannot expect validation from the external. We can't. If we continue to seek validation externally, we'll never ever actually feel it within ourselves. We'll never feel truly validated because we won't validate ourselves. If you can't love and validate yourself, how do you expect to be truly validated by another person? And that's the thing, like we're chasing this physical outcome. And this is the difference with a physical 3D connection and a soul spiritual twin flame connection. They're not the same. You know, so us, you know, chasing on trying this 3D physical I suppose energy towards our twin, it's not going to work. We have to take that time. We have to learn patience. And like this journey has taught me so much patience. I was the most impatient person you'll ever meet. And I've had to learn patience. And lately now I'm getting so much signs about patience, and it's continuous. Literally, it's been the last couple of months. I'm getting sign after sign after sign. Slow down, be patient, trust the process. And you know, I've been going through my own triggers now the last forever, but yeah, for the last few days, and like we're literally like, you know, I'm like fucking getting frustrated at this journey. It's like patience, slow down, trust the process, and it's like fuck off. You know what I mean? It's like fucking sick of this roller coaster ride at this stage. Absolutely sick of it. But then when the triggers come in and go, and like this is the best thing about doing that inner work. At the start of the journey, the triggers are huge, you know, and this is before you may even meet your twin. Because like this is the thing with inner healing, you know, separate from your twin even, you're going to get external triggers. You're going to get those triggers to lead you to face what you need to heal. And it does get to the stage where you're like, oh my God, is this ever going to end? But when you get towards closer to union, the triggers become less severe. So you actually get better at managing them because you've already done some healing already. And like, you know, the triggers come in then and you purge them and then they're gone. And then there's the next one. But they're quick. It's like quick fire triggers. And that's the best thing about getting closer and closer. But the more you work on yourself, the more you let go. So this is the thing with the journey as well. You need to let go of what no longer serves you, as well as do your inner healing. And that's hard as well because, and this is not just twin flame journeys, it's the spiritual journey. You're the only one of your people that have evolved. They're not coming with you and they're going to just try and hold you back. And a lot of the times as well, because it's a spiritual connection, if you ask a 3D person about advice about this connection, they're going to steer you wrong. They're going to tell you this isn't your person. They're going to tell you that person isn't your type. They're not your fucking type because your type is wrong. Do you get me? This is it. Like your twin flame is not going to look the same. Look, like what you thought you wanted on paper. But internally, they're the same core person. They are you in another body. This is it, like. So you have to overcome. There's so many obstacles. This is the thing as well. There's the obstacles to overcome. There is actually so much to do on this journey. There's so many challenges. And this is where the faith comes in. Doing that inner work, doing that inner healing, you get to this place of peace, this calm, this trusting, knowing that everything is going to work out. And this is why the healing is so important. You have to get to a place, like you need to be in a place where nothing triggers you into insecurity. And that's very hard to conceive of because we've lived a life of insecurity for so long. You know, a lack of self-worth and that fear of rejection. We actually have to get to a space where we have none of that anymore. You know, that we're so secure within ourselves and so secure with our twin that we're not affected by anything external, like jealousy or anything like that. So we have to, that's it. It's embodying, this is what the separation is about as well. This is what the ghosting is about as well. It's literally to give you the chance to trust the journey. And what I find beautiful lately is I'm getting so much spiritual communication from my twin at the moment. And like, you know, like that's the reassurance that we get. We're like, this is what helps us to keep the faith. This is what helps us to continue on our journey of healing. We're getting those twin flame signs. We're getting that synchronicity. So trust that. You know, work on your inner healing. Do that growth. Trust that separation is preparation. And trust that every trigger that you get is yours to own, yours to heal. And keep your eyes open. Because when we go through this stagnancy, when we're in the bubble of, say, fear and, you know, unsurety, fear that what we want won't come, fear that, you know, we'll never come into union. When we're in that bubble, that keeps us stuck. That keeps us from moving forward on our own path. And it keeps us in doubt and fear and worry. And that's the thing. We think that we need 3D communication for us to be sure that this is going to happen. So understand, like, and then we're not receptive to the signs or the synchronicities when we're in that energy. But when you come out of that stagnancy, when you come out of that energy and put the energy back on yourself, understand that you get to heal during this time of separation. Like, you know, do you really want to be going through these purges, these triggers, these insecurities, this heavy energy with your twin present? No, you don't. So you learn to be grateful for that time of pause. And when you actually trust that what you need to do is your responsibility, your healing is your responsibility, you're letting go of these things from the past is your responsibility. This will lead you to see the communication and feel the communication more on the 5D. You get me? So the telepathic conversations get stronger, but then you're going to see their name everywhere. You're going to see synchronicities about them everywhere. You're just going to see things that remind you of them everywhere. This is them communicating to you. This is kind of them reassuring you, listen, I need this time, I need this space, but trust that we're still connected. And that's the thing. You're never truly separate from your twin flame. You're always divinely connected, always. So that's the beauty of it, because like you can actually feel their presence sometimes. You can feel them with you. If you feel that little brush on your arm or that brush on your hair or something like that, that could possibly be your twin flame connecting with you. When you see their name everywhere, when you can feel the energy in your heart and soul. That's what I love about it. It's like my soul dances when I can feel that energy. You can feel that love rush through your body when they're communicating with you in the 5D. This will give you the reassurance to have faith in the outcome. And this will help you to trust that this part of the journey is orchestrated for you to do that inner healing. So trust that process. If you're triggered, it means you've more to heal. You won't be triggered anymore if you don't have anything left to heal. You know, and this is the beauty of triggers. They're yours to own. They're your responsibility. So understand that on your journey. the most important thing for you to come into divine union is to come into union within yourself first. Love yourself unconditionally first by doing all that healing and inner work, and find your purpose. Your purpose will actually lead you to your twin if you haven't met them yet, or it will bring you closer to your twin, because as you glow up, they glow up too, and they will come back to you when you are ready. But you, like, you know, if you're still stagnant and you're delaying, you know, a lot of the time there, I was like, you know, purpose will happen when I meet my twin. But, you know, mission will happen with them. But we actually have to start mission first. We will actually, like, there is a, you know, enough, you know, mission will come in together. You will both have a purpose together on this planet. But you need to start your side first. You have to start understanding that there's more to this life. And this is the thing as well. You need to, as I said, let go of everything that's not serving you anymore. What is holding you back? Is it substances? Is it people? Is it your environment? You know, is it things you watch? All these kind of things are going to keep you stuck in that past energy. And, you know, I'm doing a massive kind of detox at the moment now, because I realize that it's not just internal blocks that I have preventing me from coming into union. It's actually external blocks as well that have been keeping me stagnant. And, you know, I'm doing a massive detox at the moment, and, like, literally, you know, it's hard, like, but doing these purges, these detoxes of your internal emotions, your traumas, your pains, physical stuff, substances, people, things in your life, all of this is making room for your twin to enter. This is a divine connection. This is a massively divine love. This is beyond anything you've ever experienced before. You need to be ready. You need to be prepared. You can't actually embody divine love or be in a divine union with your divine masculine if you're living in a low vibration energy. You won't have access to each other if you don't do the inner work. And that's the thing. That's why you're not, you know, in communication. It's not just that you both have stuff to do. It's actually divinely orchestrated this way, because you cannot reach each other unless you're on the same level. Obviously on the 5D you can. So this is why it's so important to let go of all those 3D energies, all those low vibrational energies, everything that's keeping you stuck in that past. Heal those wounds, heal those traumas, come to a place of unconditional love within yourself. And this is when divine union will happen. Union happens within first before it can happen outside. So trust this. Find yourself, find your purpose, and this will bring your twin back. This is the most important thing about this twin flame connection. Doing that inner work is the only way that you will come into divine union. If you don't do that work, if you decide to remain in that 3D reality, you won't have access to your twin. And the more you heal, the more they heal as well. So trust that. You can only help them by helping yourself. This is the only way. This is a spiritual connection. It's not like the ones that you've experienced in the past. This is highly soul level. So trust in your journey, have the faith, and look out for the signs, because they will give you the faith while you're in separation and while you're doing that heavy energy, while you're doing those triggers, while you're doing that healing. Look for the signs. They're trying to communicate with you in the 5D to reassure you that everything will be okay. You will be coming into divine union when in divine timing, once you do that inner work. So trust the process, trust in your path, trust in your twin, and trust in yourself. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path.